Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Strikes ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm a highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I just got bags from Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop.
Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Wait, set, 29, outlook, 54, right, 54, I know he ain't, where's he at?
On first down, Brady. This is going to be caught by the rookie from Arizona State, N'Keal Harry. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
First down, Patriots.
And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just...
Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Darnold, he's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. 16 yards, a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Strip that ball. Alert flare.
On 2nd down, it's Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The drive starts with a run by White, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. 1st down, here's White. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Brady now to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Week 7 in the NFL wrapping up tonight. Not too early to look ahead to Week 8. Already the halfway point of the season. My goodness. But we started out with a good one. In the NFC, Washington taking on Minnesota from U.S. Bank Stadium. Kickoff scheduled for 8:20 Eastern, 7:20 local there in the Twin Cities. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Darnold. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
49-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. to throw, Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Bell, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Now on second and 13, Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Don't be scared of it. 51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
22's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Get him. Get him. Get him. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, you know, young lady. Ship. Hey, lady.
Darnold on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, first down. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now Darnold out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Patriots offense now. They work their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
New York set to take the field. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me, and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Bell. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
Mike back two, Mike. Hey, lady. Too little, cut. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold being chased out left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Brady now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the screen.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The second half starts with a carry by Bell. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. On second down, it's Bell. 15 yards on the play, first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Red 80. 3 down.
And they'll try the air now with Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
That's another Jets first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Bell. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 38-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going to wind up and air it out. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Devin McCourty brings him down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
It's our time. It's our time.
Again, it's Bell. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Jets on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And an alley to run. Le'Veon Bell, it's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And it's now 17-14. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a give to White. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Brady, throw over the middle, secured by Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run, 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Would have put him in the lead, but hold that thought.
Yeah, the celebration had to stop, didn't it? Because now you're on a real uptick. You're in the lead. Instead, you're still behind. Have to find a way to regroup.
Wait 20. Check right 54. Line 54. Let's go, defense. Regular.
To throw, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 2nd down now. It's White. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the pass 3. From the left hash, this from 39. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bell. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. The give is to Bell. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On first down, Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Everyone's got 4 down.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Darnold from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5 years, but if you break that down further, the Pats in those years rarely losing in the fourth quarter like they are now. That throw by Brady, incomplete. Edelman was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got a shot.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Brady now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brandon Copeland able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. Back to throw. As a man, and it's Edelman for the Patriot touchdown. Julian Edelman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
22 is coming, 22 is coming, Mike. Record.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 22, Mike 22.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Bell. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys.
At the 8-yard line.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
4 down. Check, check.
Now it's Darnold. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wide 20. Mike 54. Come on, the ball. Check 50.
Play action. Now it's Brady. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Hey, Alabama. Shadow!
Now Brady. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Reload!
One final try now for Brady. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. One final shot. They'll look to throw, and this is going to be caught. It's caught, and they've won the football game.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted